Ciao Mamma! I'm Ryan. I'm sharing an assisted squat with my mama today. Share with your mama too. All right, so Mom, I brought two different devices here to play around with today as squat assistants. This could be a broomstick or anything. It's a bamboo stick here, and this is a foam roller. So I'm gonna have both of them initially. So with the foam roller, right, this could also be a chair, right? So the top of a chair or a counter. But both hands are gonna either be on top of something or holding on to something. And initially, we're just gonna play around with leaning forward and leaning back, right? Just leaning forward, pressing some force into the feet, almost like you're thinking about getting up, but not quite. Thinking about getting up, but not quite. And then once you feel like you're warmed up a little bit, right, use whatever you've got, use those underarm muscles, right, to help and press up into a stand. And then take a breath, and then exhale out the mouth, and sit down. When we sit down, inhale, exhale. When we sit down, we're going to really squeeze those rib cage muscles, right? The more we can squeeze your ribs on the way down, the more protected, right, your spine's gonna be, the longer it'll feel it can get, so that it's not on the way down. I'll show you from the side. So we don't wanna be overly extended, right, with that butt way back. And we don't also wanna be in that really round position like you're in all day long with that iPad reading like that. So again, we're gonna use our stick or counter, and we're gonna lean forward and back a few times. You'll notice that my knees aren't moving in this case. And then when we feel ready on that lean forward, just stand up. And I'm really using the stick and this foam roller, this counter, right? I really want to engage those muscles in my upper back and also my underarm. So when I'm pressing down especially, you'll feel the underarm muscles engage, right? So it's a good practice when you're doing that lean forward and leaning back. It's not like I'm trying to jam into my shoulder. It's just I'm pressing my palm down, like I'm trying to push this foam roller into the tile of the ground, right? And the same thing can happen when you're holding on to something, right? It's not the same press down feeling, but it's a sense of a pull down. And I'm pulling down just hard enough to feel that underarm muscle, those upper back muscles engage. And those will help with the squat, right? So this is a long form version of this video to really understand, more of the technicalities of the squat. But again, lean forward, lean back, lean forward, press down a little, press down, pull down, and then when we're ready, so we can take an inhale through the nose at the bottom, hold the breath, keep the tummy really tight, exhale, take another inhale at the top. As we're coming down, hold the breath, keep the ribs tight, exhale at the bottom. And as you start to get used to that, we can just do one big breath the whole time. So inhale, right? And as I'm coming down, I'm applying a little bit of downward, right? So I'm pulling the stick, pulling the broomstick, pushing down a little so I get my upper back. Same thing on the way up. Thanks for watching the first episode of Ciao Mama.